What it is, y'all, what's up? And we're back with some more adventure time. Yeah, man. So, we're here again. I don't know what came over me, what possessed me to hop on this game, but I'm back on it. I'm back at it, and let's go on an adventure together. The main goal of today is to do a little bit of exploring because I haven't explored a lot in some areas, and also see if I can't find something to parch that man's thirst. I believe it's thirst. Um, you know that I encountered in that kind of dragon area near the end of the map, I guess. So yeah, that's basically what I am embarking on right now in this run. Hopefully I can find the answers I'm seeking. And yeah, man. Like this game in and of itself, playing it now, it's kind of like I'm not gonna front, it's kind of a cakewalk. I feel like I can't be surprised. It's like a war in nutrition, right? If you fight me early, you're basically gonna get mopped. If you fight me after I've battled like 8 or 9 times, you might have a fair chance in beating my ass. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is at that point. You fight like 100 mobs, you know what I'm saying? You fight like 15 mini bosses, and it's gonna wear on you and your team, you know what I'm saying? So the big goal is to just, get some side quests done. Again, I have two on my mind. One is the sword, and then the other one is quenching that guy's thirst, and then I'm doubling back to go do some other missions in the beginning area. And when I record that run, you guys will figure out what those are. But yeah, so yeah, again, I feel like I want to explore more, but the games that I've been playing involve a lot of fucking walking, and we all know how impatient I get and how much I hate waiting. So walking around from one location to the next, fighting things that are very similar, one note, it's kind of annoying. It's not like Persona where they're same monsters but different colors, different attributes, and all this stuff. It's just the same shit. Same dirt, different shirt. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, how many times do I have to hit you with this fire before your head explodes? You know what I'm saying? I kind of want there to be like in Halo 3, and I think Halo 4, there was like these little like animations you could do once you killed like a grunt or something. Their heads would explode and confetti would come out and it'd go yay. That's kind of what I want in this game when you kill like random like small mobs. Just random weird corny shit that's gonna make you laugh through the tedium, you know what I mean? I low key want to just start problems because if these guys keep running up behind me like, what are you doing here? Because I have fucking pawns. I promise you I'll figure out a way to burn the whole kingdom down. Uh, it's irritating me, you know what I mean? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm minding my own business. I'm helping people. I'm getting help from people. You know what I mean? I've saved so many people in the area. I thought they would, you know what I'm saying, talk better about me in the area, but they still want to, bother me because I have pawns, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm taking it personally. Low key, I'm taking it personally. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so we're embarking on a journey. We're embarking on a journey. I believe where we're heading is to a cave, right? Because to fix the sword that we entrusted with to this lady, we have to go to a cave, right? That's nearby. marked the area on my map where I thought it was gonna go, but yeah. But yeah, man, you know, these journeys, they're just. I just wish they were. It was like faster. Again, I wonder if I can get ox carts to like make the travel a little bit easier, but I think with time it'll be possible for some of the areas, especially this one. But I know for a fact the dragon area is definitely a no-go. I just see the ox carts getting jumped by dragons, which would be kind of funny, but at the same time, if you're just trying to get from point A to point B, you're probably gonna be like, oh fuck, now I gotta fight a dragon. You know what I mean? But at my level, I genuinely just think fighting dragons is like a non-issue. I haven't even found a dragon since the last time I've been in the area, so it's kind of like, I don't know, mildly just like it's very chill. It's very chill when I don't want it to be chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I kind of wish that this game had more like elemental stuff and like different like elemental monsters you can fight and all that stuff. But that's why I really hope like you guys show support for the adventure series to where I can get Oblivion and go through that adventure with you guys, because I really do feel like Oblivion in and of itself would be a good Adventure Time series, because I feel like it's really good for me as like my playstyle, because again I'm kind of like a Tally. I do just kind of wander off, but like if I just wander off in this game, I really don't find anything other than like the same old monsters, you know what I'm saying? There are no real like extra side quests, you know. Again, it becomes really humdrum, really tedious. Like, again, walking miles and miles, fighting monsters that aren't hard, they're just really annoying, and it's just, you know, I don't know, it's just trying to figure out where else to find more excitement. And you see me get knocked back here, which is kind of, I find it comical seeing myself kind of like fly in the air like that. But yeah, y'all already know how I feel about this monster. If you don't, guys, super tanky, and it takes forever to kill him because you'll have to hit specific spots to do any form of damage, which again would be fine if there wasn't like one under his foot like that, where it could be a real pain in the ass trying to get to. You know, again, him having super high defense does not help at all. But again, you know, what can you do but what you can? So what I can do is blow this guy to Kingdom Come every time I see a weak point, and that's what I'm going to do every single time. Yeah. I might just sell some of these later. But again, like in the games I'm playing right now, money just doesn't seem to have a lot of value. Like, I don't understand what's the point of it other than like buying equipment. But and at my level right now, again, I don't really want any new equipment. I kind of like my fit, you know what I'm saying? Again, always trying to look for something new for Hazel, but I think the first thing I would change with her is probably going to be her weapon. But depending on how nice the clothes are for her, I might change up. I don't know. I've been seeing some really lecherous clothes on the females as I've been progressing in this run alone, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just succumb to the norm. I don't know. If I could find like a really nice mage dress for her to wear, I'd definitely cop. You know, I don't know. I feel like women look very beautiful in dresses. Just, you know, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see a pretty woman walking around in a dress, don't you just want to say, you just want to turn into like those guys from Fairly Odd Parents when they're talking to Trixie? Gosh, you're pretty. You know what I mean? But like, obviously to like that one woman that catches your eye, not to like every woman on the street, right? You want your woman to look really nice in a dress. You don't want to, you know. Y'all get what I'm saying. Hopefully. I didn't even know you could mine the guy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just getting pieces from his, like, fucking body fragments. Hopefully they sell well. But yeah, you know. Where to next? Oh look, I found some mobs. It's, like, I wonder if in this game, if monsters like scale with your level. If not, you know, I feel like it does, because even though I'm like level 55 or something like that, I feel like the monsters aren't easy to kill. They're just easier to knock down. And when I talk about knocking down, that's just because my arrows, when I charge them to max, that's what that's what they do. Like, that's what it's supposed to do, is knock down. So, you know, I don't know if that's just because my like buff on my ability is just like, you know, doing what it's supposed to do, or if the monster's like really weak or whatever. But, you know, it only works on small monsters. It doesn't really work on like larger enemies. So I don't really know. I don't really know what to think about it. But yeah, you know, always got to keep the fire arrow on me. Why? Because it's great AoE. Like, there was this lightning arrow that I had seen in this vocations skill tree that I wanted to try out, but I don't like it because it's only good in confined spaces, and I don't. As an archer, I don't think you would want to be in a confined space anyway. So I just keep the fire arrow because it works in all spaces. There's no criteria to make it optimal. I just have to shoot. I just have to shoot my shot, and it works. You know what I mean? Uh, it's my build's very keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna rock with what I got. Though I do have some other ideas for switching on my abilities. It's just I'm thinking I'm waiting until the end, until I know I'm near the end of the game to really showcase that final build, which why I think would be pretty OP, because it has a lot of sustain and potential like AoE effect. But again, I think I alluded to it in one of my prior adventure times, but you guys will have to go back in those videos and let me know. But yeah, let's move ahead. Right now, what our big objective is, we're trying to make it to this cave, right? Because we're focusing on trying to repair the sword before we leave this area. When we get if we got to see if we have the right thing to get this, to quench this guy's throat or whatever the fuck is going on with him, and then hopefully by the time we're done with that, she'll be done crafting a shield once I give her the correct material. That's the goal anyway. And yeah, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I'll get those two quests done. Those are like the only two quests I have in this area, and then I double back from there. So hopefully I can get it all done in one big shot, and it's not like some like random bullshit that I have to go through. I already know the answer because, again, I played this already. This is future me watching past me play, and I'll wait until the end. But yeah, run was pretty interesting, I would say so, because I did find something a little special. And yeah, those guys got roasted like weenies. Maybe they're from Weenie Hut Jr. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm near the cave I'm supposed to go into as well. And honestly, guys, this cave, y'all see. Hold on. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. I liked the cave because, again, it was like what I was always talking about every time I get on this game is like I enjoy like those kind of sub areas that could be like their own like little dungeon in the game, right? It builds the ambiance of the environment, in my opinion. You know, it's like the outside to me is kind of like bland, and then like those random like secret spots are kind of like the seasonings. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully there's enough seasoning in the game, you know, after you beat like the actual stories and most of the missions, to keep you satisfied during, again, like these long walks, these really irksome walks and journeys, you know. Oh, I mean, when you're of level or you're like a little bit below level, don't get me wrong. These like walks, these journeys do really feel like your life is on the line. Like it really depends on being crafty, smart, strategic to some extent. But for me, like being as high level as I am, sometimes like fighting mobs back to back, especially when they're not new, it just becomes very tedious. And like just look, I'm collecting glowstone, glow coal. Damn, that's just a weird thing to say. And it looks nice, man. It looks nice, though. It took me a little bit to realize how to actually see the full beauty of this cave. I feel like when I walked in the water and my lamp went out, the game was trying to tell me something, but I refused to listen because, why are you gonna walk around in a dark cave that you don't know if there are monsters in without a light? It doesn't seem very smart. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? The cave is luminescent, which is very pretty in my opinion. Uh, there are some like lakes and bodies of water that are luminescent in moonlight, and I've always wanted to experience that firsthand. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine having so much algae in a body of water to where it makes the water have a blue hue to it when you make any sort of ripple splash. I feel like that'd be pretty beautiful to experience, especially with loved ones. It'd also be an interesting story to tell. But I digress. I feel like going into caves in general are so like hit or miss because no matter what cave I'm in like I feel like there's like this random like threat of the cave collapsing, and that just makes me want to like leave the cave. I don't know if anyone else has that like that feeling, that instinctual feeling of, hey, this motherfucker collapses, am I gonna be trying to like move rocks out of the way until I fucking die of starvation? Hopefully, trying to like dig my way out. You know what I mean? Like, like I couldn't. I respect miners, bro. Like the fact that they go into these like fucking shafts that are held up by fucking prayers and sticks of wood. It's so insane in my mind, especially when they get narrower the deeper you go, and like you have to mine the surrounding area, so like you mine the wrong bedrock and the whole shit collapses. What the fuck? The only thing in my mind would be if this one fucking stalactite or yeah, stalactite breaks off right here and fucking kills me and then causes a fucking cave in off this bullshit, man. Man, here we go, man. Fucking shit, dude. Fucking shit. I'm meeting God with a fucking angry scowl on my face. Like, you gotta do me like a fucking comic book character, nigga. Like, you gotta do me like a cartoon, bruh. I got split, almost got split in half, and then all of a sudden, like, fucking cave in happens, man. Like, the hell? Like, that's crazy shit. But again, like, the balls to just go into that shit, just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this to get some fucking rocks that we deem fucking important for whatever fucking reason. It's just, it's respectable. It's respectable, especially when you don't get even an ounce, like, not even a fraction of the actual profit of the item you're trying to make. It's respectable. Oh, look, I got some more of that glowy stuff. But yeah, if it was like guaranteed safe, I would go into a cave, no problem. But like low key, I would have to have like a knife on me or some shit, like a good hunter's knife. Cause like if I was to go into a cave, right, and then all of a sudden there's like wolves or like a bear or something in the cave, I gotta have that thing on me. You know what I'm saying? Funny enough, I was playing Red Dead Redemption, uh, well, I was playing Red Dead Redemption, right? And one of the quests is like go into this cave and kill this jaguar or panther, and it's like a legendary panther. Its fur is white or whatever, and we're doing it to go pay some guy's bail. Low key, I just wanted to kill the guy and take all of his money, and you know what I'm saying. Say that there you go. There's his bail. You know what I'm saying. But we go. I couldn't do that, so we go into this cave. We find this jaguar, and then to go find this jaguar, right? And then this motherfucker says, "Oh hey, let's split up." And I'm thinking to myself, this dumb motherfucker. If this was real life and it's two niggas trying to find a jaguar, and you guys are in the first thing that comes to your mind as soon as you find the den of the jaguar is the hey, let's split up like some dumb motherfuckers in a Scooby Doo show. Like I'm looking at this motherfucker and I'm walking away. I'm leaving the cave because y'all don't realize when it's a gigantic fucking cat, the best idea to have is to stay together. Like when you're fighting any form of apex predator, whether it's an animal or a human, the goal of it is to stay together and jump that motherfucker. Like, why are you gonna split up anyway? The motherfucker forces me to split up with him, right? And then I don't even go that far, bro. I took a quick cut and I see him in the distance, right? I see his ass get jumped by the panther, bro, in HD 4K right in front of my salad, and I'm over here laughing at his bitch ass because I'm like, bro, you're a dumb motherfucker, man. Like I knew that this was gonna happen. You're like, why are you staying near me? You gotta go the other way, bro. I'm like, nigga, because I'm not stupid as fuck. That's why you died first, you dumbass. And then uh, the system, the way the quest works, I guess, is he's supposed to die, right? And then the jaguar disappears in the mist, and I have to jump. I have to find the jaguar to have an honest fight with him. But the jaguar doesn't appear until you show your back, and it's just like, what kind of stupid? Like they obviously made that quest to piss you off because what stupid motherfucker is gonna walk with their back exposed with an apex predator crawling around? Like you just want to die. You just want to die. And it's a cave too, so there's like it's dark. You either have to hold a lantern out or you have your gun out. You can't have both because the AI for that shit will just fuck up and you'll get jumped by the panther. I've tried. I did that mission like 4 or 5 times because of how fucking jack shit the fucking AI in that game is. But anyway, you know, these like cave experiences, bro. If you ever go out hunting with your buddy and the nigga says split up when you're in a cave, you look at the nigga and call him stupid and say, if you want to die, you do it by yourself and go home. You know what I'm saying? You leave him immediately. If you can't reason with him, you leave him to die by himself. But yeah, again, as we embark in this cave, I have nothing but admiration and a little bit of love for what goes on in here. Again, because it's like this cave has become like its own like little mini dungeon. You know what I mean? Though there are only goblins in here, why couldn't there be like fucking glowing rock monsters? That'd be freaking cool. The area has this kind of glowing effect. Why can't the monsters in this area also have a weird like little glowing effect? They don't even have to be rock monsters. Frogs glow in the dark. Well, if you could make a frog glow in the dark, you know what I'm saying? Like off of fucking the minerals in here or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can make it make sense. Like it's not hard. You could have the lizards that have the rocks on them be in here and have the glowing rocks on their backs. And you know what I'm saying? Add more to the whole glowing aesthetic and have them glow different colors too. Fuck it, have fun with it. And it's just, I don't know. I see the squandered opportunity, and I'm not upset by it. I'm just trying to get through it now. You know what I mean? Like, like the cave itself is cool. The monsters inside of it, again, I've fought them 100,000 times, and it's just, it's stale bread, bro. It's stale bread. Though stale bread with peanut butter, guys. Am I right? If I die tomorrow, let me die in peace.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
But these pawns can't die until until the mission is over. You know what I mean? But what mission are we on? To get the glow coal. Get the glow coal. Yeah, woohoo, glow coal. Why does my ancient sword need shiny rocks to make to repair it? I don't know, but I'm here. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to find the cave. You know what I mean? Like exploring an adventure. You know, is a very fun thing. You know, it sucks when you're not allowed to do it though. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's like I envy wild birds, right? Because seeing them soar in the sky, right, free from the random constraints of normal humanity. You know, I just look at them and marvel at their freedom. But then I wonder, like, you know, something, 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 birds in a cage, something, 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 something. Maybe my thinkers out there will definitely understand what I'm trying to put out there. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, we're in a cave. Yes, a spooky cave. You know, in some like shows or something, or like in some renditions of caves, even though there are like a bunch of different like monsters, like this guy. What the fuck are you doing here? Huh? Like, nigga, did you get lost or some shit? Anyway, what they have like monsters in it, right? But there are also like a bunch of undead because of other people finding the cave and dying, you know what I mean? Or like they're ghosts because other people came in the cave and died, you know what I mean? There are like more than one thing in the cave. Right now, I found two things, and like this big motherfucker, it doesn't make sense. Imagine seeing like a lich in this motherfucker, and it's glowing fucking green and purple, and it's like way stronger than the average Joe. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, what the fuck? Is this like a mini boss hideout? And then you gotta fight him to get the glow coal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that'd be epic. That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? But instead, I got the goat on all the EPO and steroids in the world, chilling out here, losing HP because he forgot what sunlight looks like. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, I'll just set you on fire 4 times and your fur is gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Not all chests contain treasure.
I don't know, man. I would scream, make it make sense, but just like the world around me, it doesn't have to make sense. You know what I mean? I just have to, you know, fuck. I don't like saying this, but it feels so goddamn true. I just gotta stick my head under the sand and just follow the rules. I don't like the saying, but my lived experience tells me that that's probably what I should have done. If I die tomorrow, let me die in peace.
It certainly bears inspection.
All I feel is sorrow. Man, all I'd want to do is feast. It's crazy. I was trying to think of something on the fly there to continue the song, but I can't think of anything right now. My creative juices are not with me right now. It is quite late, but again, that never really stopped me before. But who knows? Maybe there's something in the air. Well, I know the air in this cave must be stale as fuck. I wonder what cave air smells like. I bet you it smells really earthy. Like whatever minerals or like whatever minerals or like water deposits are in the cave. I bet you it smells like very natural, very like again like minerally. I feel like cuz like there are like I think of like vitamin water and like mineral drinks and shit like that. So I think if it's like good minerals and shit, wouldn't you want to like take a bath in the water? I know some people do that to like women in particular do that to like make their skin softer and stuff like that. So yeah, I wonder if those like natural deposits, do people still use them to like for like remedies and that kind of connotation? But nowadays I feel like if you find something like that and it doesn't already have some sort of monetary wall blocking you off from using it, like you're a lucky person and you should probably keep that place hidden for the rest of your life and only pass it down to your family type shit. I think of like hot springs and how people like say in Japan they like build a whole resort around the hot spring, you know, and then make a monetary value off of it instead of making it a thing everybody can like use, because again it's a natural occurring thing, you don't own it, but then all of a sudden you claim it, then it all of a sudden becomes yours. So, yeah,
I shall take a look inside.
the rules that we live by I cannot change, I must accept. But hey, you know, I turned off the lights and look, it's glowing even more. The true beauty of the cave is full to bear and for all eyes to see. Isn't it beautiful? Though I wish I could find it in a real location, but again, I'm not gonna continue. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. uh, uh, when I do stuff like that, I feel like Pathfinder. But yeah, we're going through a cave. We're going through a cave. It's hot as hell right now. It's summertime. Obviously, it's hot as hell. What's your guys' favorite thing to eat during summertime? Honestly,
Uncommon materials.
watermelon has been like
Well spotted.
a,
Shall we
a
see what we
quiet
find?
blessing when my sister randomly brings me watermelon. It's a quiet blessing. But I do miss orange sherbet ice cream. That was like my favorite ice cream. I just like sherbet ice cream. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like the flavor of it. I mean, obviously, right? But like maybe it's also the texture. I don't know. I just like sherbet ice cream. Uh, but yeah, what
Pray,
favorite?
slow your feet.
What's your
Your
favorite thing
altitude
right now
causes
while it's
the
hot as
water to
fuck out?
speed. Let us endeavor to keep up.
I would say
Less
my
vigilant.
other favorite thing that isn't food related would be going to the beach, but I can't go that far because they stole my car from me. Awesome. Great. Wonderful. They also took my license too. So I can't drink either. Imagine being like 25 plus and then your government says you can't drink because you don't have the apparatus needed to confirm
This gloom has an
the
eerie
approval
cast.
of being allowed to drink what you want. It's like and then my mind goes back to to the whole hot spring idea, you know, monetary gain and all that shit. You
What's up
can't make
there?
your own shit.
Can't make
I
much
mean, you
out
can, but there
there.
are rules to it,
But have a
right?
fear it will be
You can't
worth your
just
time.
fucking
Can I go, Master?
like the same
I'm
reason why
always sure
moonshine
I
is
can make
fucking
note of
illegal,
it.
right?
Shall I assist?
Or was illegal. I don't know if it's still illegal now. Yeah. Can y'all like throw out songs in the comments? Just random songs that you think are good right now. I'm so curious. I never really can find really good songs or bands of value. The only time I really find good songs or bands were from recommendation or off a recommendation. My older brother, he was more into music at a time than I, though I
Suppose we shan't
am very
uncover any
music
more treasures
savvy,
then.
right?
A shame
My
that.
older brother was
A covetous nature
way
infected
more
by
into music
all
than
manner of
I.
misfortune.
and he would give me recommendations of songs to hear, whether it was from Kendrick or whoever the fuck else he would tell me to listen to. He would give me niche people as well to listen to, and you know, yeah, like who do you guys think music wise is popping right now? You know what I'm saying? Especially with like people like Kanye West, his whole style changing and him being, in my opinion, hard to listen to. You know, who else is out there making music that is relatable and that also, you know, you can vibe with, you know, put it out there. For me, I always, for some reason, I always really resonate with 21 Savage. He's probably like one of my favorite artists. 21 Savage. Uh, I could listen to an XXXTentacion song every single day. Y'all already know y'all already probably figured out I'm a Drake fan. Like the OG Drake though, I love when he was talking about when he was singing, not rapping. That's just the Drake I enjoyed personally. Um, yeah, Kendrick too, he's good, but yeah, yeah, you know, but I'm personally like I've obviously right, I'm black, right, so I'm used to rap. I'm used to a lot of rap, hip hop, blues, soul. I'm used to all that shit. So I like to explore the music genre, right? And so I get into like things like heavy metal. You know, I do get into rock. Baby metal is another thing that I really fuck with, but I can't find I can't find like a good band. You know what I'm saying? That's current. So like, yeah, guys, just throw songs, throw bands at me, man. If I like it, you know what I'm saying. I'll definitely add it to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll I don't know, soothe a savage beast, but you know. Do you see how that dog just ran into fire? He's just like, this battle is pain. I'm going to flee for my life straight into death. uh, was that the smart choice? Was that the dumb choice? Or was that the only choice? I wonder. Kaboom. Wow. I'm so glad that that bridge is unbreakable. I kind of am willy-nilly with my spells. I don't have the presence of mind to hold my fire. Literally and metaphorically, I guess, in this sense. So it's you know, it's hard because you'll see later on in this run why. But yeah. Let's move on because we got all the glowstones we need, right? But yeah, you know, here we are back at the forge, ready to craft this shitty ass sword, and that I'm probably not gonna use. Why? Because there's no magic sword. There's only a dragon sword, and you know, it's not really what I'm trying to go for here. Again, the guy that I'm trying to quench his thirst, like I'm just hoping that he has a vocation that's super interesting that makes this whole fucking rigmarole worth it. You know what I'm saying? If I go through the whole struggle of finding this fucking elixir that quenches his fucking bullshit bitch throat, like, you know, if I don't get a vocation, I will attempt to kill him. I will attempt to kill him because why are you gonna make me run around this whole thing? You're gonna say in the quest, he looks like a mysterious. There's something mysterious about this guy that I just can't put my finger on. You know what I'm saying in the quest like description, and then all of a sudden I get like a fucking pencil. It's like, nigga, I don't even. I don't even write in this fucking game. The fuck I need this for? You know what I'm saying? He be giving me eggs and shit. Like I need eggs and shit. It's like motherfucker, what the fuck, man? Unless them eggs hatch and become like they're like, oh my god, these eggs are actually like dragon eggs. Here's a dragon egg that isn't like fucking rotten. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, now it's how you train your dragon. That's fucking cool. It makes sense too because of the area. But if that's not the case, and it's not those two things, I'm telling you, I will have his hide. I will drown him in the hot spring that he chills at. So yeah, I gave the ingredients to the young lady, to the young lass. Obviously she's a novice, so it's gonna be quite the. It's gonna take a little bit of time for her to fix the shit, which is unfortunate. But yeah, after depositing all the stuff that I got from the just the journey to get to the cave, and giving that lady all the stuff she needs to repair the sword, I now go to the hot spring to hopefully give the guy this elixir that I hope fixes his problem. It's a 50-50 shot. I'm pretty sure he was talking about his throat being parched. There's an elixir I have that deals with that specifically. I'm hoping and kind of praying that this is what it is so I can get out of this area for now, right? There's still like one big quest that I'm looking for in this game because the monster that gives you the quest I thought was intriguing to say the least. And yeah, that was the quest that kind of got me into the game. So I want to experience it for myself and also see if I can't, befriend a gigantic beast woman. So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm looking for. If I'm being honest, I feel like she's in this area in particular, but yeah, it's still up in the air right now, genuinely because of again I'm lacking knowledge about the map. I'm lacking knowledge about like again where you find her originally because she does move around, I believe, and that in and of itself makes it a little bit jarring in my memory to really kind of find her beginning location. But yeah, I see a little path on the side of the road, so I decide to take it and see what it has in store for me. Because again, I'm pretty high level now, and I fear nothing but God Himself. Yeah, only God can judge me, and only God I fear. So. Bam. Knocking him flat on his ass. Let's go. Woo-hee, woo-hoo. Oh, wow. And he's on fire. And now he's dead. Oh, yeah. We cooked that nigga up good, huh? I'm gonna do what he tastes like. I wonder if eating like monster meat is equivalent of eating like bear meat. It has like just a lot of parasites and shit in it. Like I wonder how you remove parasites and like all that shit from from meats and stuff like that to eat it in like survival situations. This is this is why I wish there was like a hunter learning like locations in my area, but that's not a very common thing to want to learn. I figure. So yeah, unfortunate. Maybe the I can't even talk about the future, given what I think is happening in the area I live in currently. So yeah. uh. uh. In the drink you go. Goodbye, beastie.
I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy. Unbelievable! I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful. We'll need
Be
to
it
work
take me
together
for the
to get
fool.
this done. Shall I assist? I shan't let them harm me.
But until a rabbit got the gun, you niggas think it's funny. I really get this bitch jumping. All I need is a little bit of money. It's crazy, bro. I thought, you know, but there are certain things people just are incapable of, like, evolving past. Like, I don't find myself being a very greedy, envious, jealous person, but it never surprises me the lengths people will go because of jealousy, because of greed, because of envy. I genuinely think that's probably the big folly of people, is the cardinal sins, that they can't, they can't control themselves to just succumb to the first instinct of it. And the sadder part about it is, like, sometimes the person's just blind to the fact that, oh, this is maybe what I'm doing. Some people are cognitively aware of it too, and they just accept it and commit to it anyway. I wonder, and it's always because, like, they have some level of, like, insecurity of themselves, and they can't, like, tackle it, and it's just kind of like, shouldn't you go on some sort of, shouldn't you do something or embark on something in your life to where you feel less like that, and then it's just like, they either never do it because of this reason or that reason, input said excuse, it's just weird. It's crazy, man. You might not even have as much as that person, bro. You just have to be in a place that they don't understand, or maybe they can't reach yet, and boom, there they go. Ah, here it go, It's quite unfortunate, especially when in general, humans should be on the same team, especially when you give them the path. It's like, it makes no sense. So now you're just hating to hate. may let this be a lesson. Move in silence. Trust no one. Like how I should have trusted myself into surveying this area before these guys ruthlessly jump me. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate, really. But again, when I come with that pressure, you probably need to get your friend, because I sling heavy metal like I'm about to join a band, man. So you better get out of my way and better not fuck up my plan, man. Because again, if you think it's funny until a rabbit got the gun, buddy. And trust me, I'll make you jump, buddy. Like you're the real bunny. Sorry. I had to let it out. I had to turn it into a joke. Excuse me, what to cough? Who is this? I'm sorry. I'll just put the mask back on. Oh, look, we found another hidden cave. Oh. What's that? Do you see it? Oh my god. It's Medusa. Funny thing about Medusa, she was one of the most beautiful goddesses in Greek mythology, and the reason why she was turned into a snake is because of the lady who cursed her, right? The other goddess that cursed her, right? She was jealous because her husband fell in love with her, and like it was one sided too. She didn't fuck with him at all, and the goddess was jealous, right? Because she's like, he's only supposed to look at me. And so she curses the lady and says, okay, so you're so beautiful, right? So everybody who admires your beauty, anybody who looks at you will turn to stone. Don't you think that's fucked up? That's such, when I learned that, I was like, poor Medusa. Like, and now she's forced to live in exile because she can't, she's forced to live in exile because of a curse that's not even because of a guy's of another person there and how they feel and how that's not in her control. You know what I'm saying? That if it could happen to a goddess, it could happen to anyone, man. Y'all be careful out there. Y'all be careful out there. Gods are jealous. Humans are jealous. It's like a plague. It's a scourge. And cardinal sins, man. Yeah, random lore drop. Sorry about that. My another I guess another little fun fact about me. Me and my older brother, we were really interested in god mythology, right? For me, I was really more focused on the general stuff, like just knowing a little bit about everything. My brother, he was more focused on like the Greek shit, and so he got me kind of into the Greek shit. But again, I was more interested in like the goddess of the hunt, because that's my goddess by birth, and the sun god, because I have an interest with the sun in and of itself, stuff like that. And then I randomly stumbled on the Medusa shit, and I thought that was pretty shitty. I don't, especially because if it's like your man looking at like another woman, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're doing something like it. Obviously, right? Maybe the guy's just a hoe. That is definitely very possible. But like, what if? Now level with me here. What if like you're not fulfilling a need, and he's looking for that need to be filled with another? Is that like a possible conjecture? Oh yeah, but by the way, we got a bow from this lady, and I'm mad because it says Medusa's spell bow, and it's only for archers, and it has the word spell bow in it. So it should be for the magic archer class too, because I use a spell bow to cast my shit. But it doesn't. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. What the fuck? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I can't argue with it. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just stick my head in the sand and accept it. Well, woohoo. If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you right under my arms and fire tricks. I hope that you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. You never say hey, and you don't even know my name, and you probably don't care, 'cause you think you're cooler than me. But yeah, we slew Medusa. That was anticlimactic, to be honest. She thought she was a better archer than me. But you know what? If you didn't know, I'm Deadeye. I never miss. But I am known to fire a warning shot or two. Now, who said that?
I shall pin the fiend in place. I like that. I will protect you. Let's hope magic can view your weapon through the fury of the elements.
Woohoo! Another battle with mob monsters. It's like my my 500th battle fighting goblins, man. And it's not even like the goblins get smarter. You know, in some like shows and games, goblins have like different variations. Don't get me wrong, they got the goblin knight thing down, but there's not like goblin mages or goblin archers or anything. They're not like, there are some goblins that are like greener than others, but there's no like I'd be cool if there was like a different type of goblin per biome, like ice goblin, fire goblin, all that shit. Like they have the harpies basically in like poison, bait, like basic vanilla a harpy, and then the dragon variant, right? Like they couldn't do anything like that with the fucking goblins, bro. And now I'm getting jacked by a dog, man. I, I'm, anybody been bit by a dog before? Shit sucks. Shit sucks. It sucks more when no one cares. Who? Space cares. Now we gotta fight this hairy motherfucker, man. But you know, he's gonna hold this and chill out. Freeze. I got ice in my veins, love in my soul, pain in my eyes. I'm trying to remember a Lil Wayne song, but I can't remember it. That's the line that is I'm trying to link to the song, right? But I know that line is wrong. I need to go back and listen to more Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne probably still probably the best rapper alive, in my opinion. I know, like, everybody's gonna say Kendrick Lamar is like the best out right now, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Lil Wayne was talking about some shit that, like, again, like, if I was to say, I said before, like, 21 Savage is like an artist that I can really resonate with. Lil Wayne was another artist that, like, I could really understand where he was coming from. You know what I'm saying? He would say a lot of shit that I just understand. Mirror on the wall, here we are again. Through my rise and fall, you've been my only friend. I told him that we can't understand the man I am. So why are we here talking to each other again?
The scenery of Batal is wondrous to behold.
Y'all should, if y'all are token hunters, y'all should remember this spot. Y'all see why later on in the video. I'm not gonna cut it out because y'all need to see some of the silliness I put myself through. Right. Right. The silliness is my fault. Right. That's why it's silly and it's like not upsetting. Right.
Fall back! I'll heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
There's another song playing in my head right now too. It's like the parts that are playing in my head right now. It goes like this: why God, do I gotta struggle? Burden from my heart, or pain in my heart, carry burdens full of struggle. Why God, do I gotta bleed? Every stone thrown at you, resting at my feet. And funny enough, that's a Kendrick Lamar song, I believe. Let's sit down, where's you from? What's that? I ain't down right now. Oh, no, don't more different. You're gonna beat my ass if I keep talking back? Fuck you, kill me then. We're going to squabble, I guess. Fair man with nothing to lose, and I ain't got shit no more. Y'all took everything from me. Shouting at the birds like, what else can you take from me? No, that's crazy. But yeah, the birds have been dispelled. Now I see a flame lit from afar, and now I must set it ablaze with my own fire.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found.
Now burn.
Well, that's quite a discovery.
These flames lit with rage and anger kill all that it touch. May it burn your soul to nothing.
You'll not live to regret this. These beings will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
I fear nothing. These monsters fear me. and then I want you guys to pan back to that rabbit gun line. I'll make you wanna jump, everybody, jump.
Coming, master.
Get off my face, you harlot bird. Now I got bird herpes. Gross.
I did not mean to. All pulled.
Now everybody start jump. Now everybody get that jump. This is such an annoying thing to try and kill. It just starts circling you. It's like, bitch, are you a shark in water? Like, the fuck are we doing here? You ain't trying to possess nobody. You just trying to throw that ass in a circle, bro. And it's like, I'm not amused. I just want to set them ablaze with the fires of anger, with the flames of hate. It doesn't matter now. They dead. Kaboom! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you could say I fucked those guys up. It was like killing two birds with one stone. And then look, the bridge broke. How'd that fucking happen? I don't know. It's just broken now. Fuck. Well, I gotta come back later. All that walking for fucking nothing. Am I right? Let's skip this part. Yeah, you know, so on my walk of shame back, because that bridge, oh my god, I can't talk, decided to blow up on me, right? So, you know, I ran into a couple of fuck-ass mobs. Hooray, more fuck-ass mobs, hooray. Luckily, I have fire for that ass, you know? I spit hot fire, hopefully to melt all the pain, but in fact, all I feel is that I don't know anymore. Time. There was gonna be some sort of riff on how like there's ice in my veins that fire can't melt, but you know that's how I don't know how to get that to intertwine. Like, you know what I mean? Rapping is not easy. But you know what? When you do it for a long time, you just make it look easy. I don't know. Maybe if I sat in my house and read a dictionary, I'd be better at spitting these hot verses. Reading a dictionary to make my rhymes seem very scary. And now I'm gonna start writing this this troll's obituary, because with the shit that I'm spitting and the shit that I sling, this man's gonna be 6 feet under. Might as well, he's just digging his own grave, gotta give him a shovel. Cause I'm that sniper bitch and I got you in my scope. Yeah, you know, shooting all the magic arrows makes a nigga tired. I don't know, man. Gotta get my stamina up. Hot enough for you, man? Let me just crank up the heat a little bit more. Summertime, you know, I can't be the only one feeling the heat. I hate it when I go through my inventory like mid game, because like watching it over, it just chews up so much time, and I'm like, okay, we get it. I'm trying to like strategically win the fight and like, you know, not fuck it up somewhere. I'm trying to be optimal. Woohoo! I get it. My brain works while I play video games. Awesome. Chill out. Shocking, ain't it? Wow, he's just eating all them arrows, bro. This is why this battle in and of itself makes me feel like the monsters scale with me, because I remember when I would just have to like hit them twice and they would just, this monster in particular would just insta die, but it's not feeling like the case anymore. I don't know if it was because he had armor or what, but you know, he was definitely a tanky boy. He ate all that shit. He ate all that shit. But a nigga don't want to eat when you say you out of mustard. Crazy. I too am also out of mustard, but I am still trying to eat. You see this shit? If they're not circling you, they're phasing through walls. So it's like, man, I'm tired of playing tag with a ghost. That's some dumbass shit, man. If you that type of nigga that said, "Oh, I want to play tag with a ghost," you a dumbass. You can't even touch the nigga for real. Like, what the fuck? How's that even work? Why'd she say it like that? I'm feasting my eyes, alright. What are you trying to do? Look at this. Like, why are you circling me? We're not in the water. You're not a shark. What the fuck is going on? This is giving me flashbacks to when I'm playing Street Fighter and they're just backing away from me constantly. It's like, dude, we're not here to shag fucking spiders. What is going on? Literally. The mob is like, just like, hey guy, I'm gonna just waste your time. Hey, do you see the gnat flying around your head? That's me. Hello. Like, fuck off, man. Yeah, I'm starting to scope out the harpies more because I'm kind of sick and tired of them. The fact that I can't shoot that spell from far is so dumb in my mind. Like, I thought bow users were supposed to be like the snipers of old, but the more I use a bow, the more I feel like that is bullshit. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Are we to remain here?
On another stroll again, trying to find a friend. Do, 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 do. I'm just on the stroll again, searching for a friend. Will I find one in the end? No one will know. But here I am on the stroll again, searching for a friend. Well, yeah, I ain't finding none of them. I'm just finding bandits everywhere, ready to rob me of everything I have because I guess they're just jealous of what I got, you know, and they're trying to take it from me. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I got for them? I got this thing on the side. You know what I'm saying? I got this heat for them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to make them jump. Oh, look at that. I won't say that.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory.
Who compares to the thrill of victory? I mean, like, if there's no real contest in the victory, right? You know what I'm saying? There's no real contender in the fight. Can you really count it as a victory? Like, if an ant fights an elephant and the elephant wins, is it really a victory for the elephant, or is it just needless slaughter? Now, if the ant manages to kill the elephant, then I think that would be quite the victory. So here I am on the road again, looking for something that I can call a friend. But all I find is dust in the wind. Maybe I should just be like that and become dust in the wind, dead again. Hey, look, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found this big old baby. So let's shoot it. It's having a big old tantrum, too. He's just smashing the shit up. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Where's my Fruity Loopies? Where are my Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Fuck you. I hate almond milk. You show me a tit on an almond. Hey man, calm down, bro. I'll get you your Fruity Loopies. Chill the fuck out, bro. Chill the fuck out, bro. I'll get you your Fruity Loopies, man. Chill out. No, man. Fuck that. I want it now. Give it to me. Man, you don't sit your big armored ass down. God damn. I said sit the fuck down, big fella. God darn. Over here causing a mess. Breaking shit. You exploded something on my head top like it was crazy. On my salad, bros. Man. Go night night. Somebody read him a bedtime story. Cause he got knocked the fuck out. Biatch! Alright, sorry. There's like a reference in there that I had to commit to, you know, the urban man in me couldn't let it slide. But now I'm on the road again, thinking about becoming dust in the wind. Hopefully that'll make me free like the birds. But you know what? Fuck that, because people shoot birds down every day, right? And they do it for fun. There's a thing that I learned too. If you give you feed pigeons Alka-Seltzer tablets, you can within like I think like 2 to 3 minutes the birds will explode. When I learned that, my mind was like, now, does that work with all small animals? Like, how far does that go? And who is the first person to figure that out? You know, before TV, I guess people got really bored and started becoming a menace to nature, which is kind of again funny. Science is a very funny thing when you use it to, to quell your boredom, right? You just need, again, the right funding and knowledge, or maybe the right materials and knowledge, and you can just have a whole bunch of miscellaneous fun. If you have a grandparent in your life that you can talk to, that's like probably over the age of like 80, ask them, hey, is it true that if you feed a pigeon an Alka-Seltzer tablet, would the pigeon explode? See if your grandparent knows that. Well, I didn't learn that from my grandparents. I don't know my grandparents, but you know what I mean. I learned that through random research. Do anyone else, when they're bored late at night, do random research? I mean, I do. I do. But again, I'm not the type to scroll social media a lot. So when I do feel like the urge to look up and understand things, it's either barbecue stuff or it's random science shit. Why? Because that's the only stuff that I'm really passionate about other than planes. Now, this cave smells like ass. Why do I say that? Because of all the monsters and slime in here. I blew his bitch ass up. He didn't even know when to back up.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I'm not really worried about harm coming to me. It's just my front line is fucking dying. She's dying faster than my morale. Haha. Hee hee. Did anyone else enjoy the military parade? I thought it was quite lovely. I love looking at military advancements. Why? I don't know. I just like looking at innovation, evolution, and I don't know, interesting things that we created as a country to help protect our country. It was very nice. And you don't really see that very often. Like, a massive parade of that caliber for the U.S. You know, you don't. You never really see that stuff. You know, and I wonder why, because again, like, it's not like it's a bad thing. You know, we're just trying to increase morale for Americans who are very patriotic, like me, to join a place where you could potentially fit in. You know, and I know there are some people like I feel like it's like a thought for the urban youth, right? Why be so patriotic to a place that does done nothing but wrong you throughout history, right? And through my own experiences, I have a lot of stories about how this place has wronged me. But you know, for you, and for that I can say this: for you are the only one that I've known. Therefore, I shall cheshen you. I shall cheshen thee. That I was trying to quote a Bible thing, but I'm not a Bible thumper, so it's hard to quote those things because I've never actually read the quotes. They've just been passed down to me. So that God cheshen thee. And then it's kind of like the similar context. Instead of Cheshire, I find it easier to look at the better, love the better than stare at the worst. Because, you know, again, I said it before. I don't think we should be pointing guns at each other, trying to kill each other when there are other things we can do, better things that we can do to make us great. Us attacking each other wouldn't make us very great at all. I think it would actually, it would destroy us. But anyway, I'm stuck in a cave, and I don't know the way out. I'm lying. I know the way out. I've been in this cave like 100,000 times, and I would rather use the shortcut, but the shortcut is blocked. And I don't know how to unblock it. If I help this parched guy, and he unlocks the rest of the kingdom of the Sandlands that I can't access, then it's worth it. But again, if he gives me some stupid fucking pencil that I don't need and can't use, I will drown him in the fucking hot spring. I'm gonna have my pawns help me too. What she say? Y'all heard what she said, right? They're her telling, nigga. Damn, that nigga flew for real. There's so much fucking shock on that. I was like, damn, where am I? Why would I use regular arrows when they do no damage? When I could do this, and they're concussed, fall on the floor, and I get this big old AoE splash. Kaboom. Dropping bombs on their head top.
This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of. Ranged attacks are my
Oh,
speciality,
hold on.
Master.
We got bogeys on our tail.
Come at me. I'll gladly take on any number of foes.
Hiya.
Fight.
Boom.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Hiya. Boom again. Hiya. Boom. Now I'm starting to feel like my arrows don't do any damage. Boom. I think it's just because of the terrain and how the fact that it's not hitting a level, so whatever the splash damage hit, it's like flat, right? So anything underneath it doesn't really work. That's my consensus on it. Damn, that combined explosion looked kind of nice. Like, very pretty. Almost like a firework.
Mind your step. 'Twould be perilous to stumble.
I was ready for more. Oh, look. I spoke too soon. I was ready for monster.
Let me be the one to collect it. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I shan't let them harm you.
You know something that I found funny that I learned? That if you say you can get a DUI for driving a car, right? But you cannot get a DUI driving a horse or like riding a horse. Isn't that neat? So like you could get as drunk as you want so long as you ride your horse home. I find that quite funny. But again, how hard is it to get a horse nowadays? I mean, I guess if you live in Texas, you can just get a horse. You know, you can just work on a farm or have your own farm. Wouldn't that be the life? I think if I had a farm, I'd have like a bunch of fucking goats, and I'd make like goat cheese, and I'd have a couple of horses, maybe a few pigs. But honestly, if I had a bunch of pigs, I think I'd just fatten them up and just fucking when they get nice and plump, I just kill them and eat them. I'd name them all bacon. Barbecue pig's feet. Oh boy, you know what I mean. Who knows about barbecue pig's feet? Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. With the barbecue sauce on it. My god, bro. I'll fuck it up right now. Pork belly? Pork belly too? That was another thing I really wanted to learn how to barbecue real good. Some good quality pork belly. I seen some crazy ass recipes that I got, bro. Oh my god, if I can try some of these pork belly recipes that I fucking looked up, man, dude, it'll be bliss. There was one that I saw that you put like stuffed jalapenos in, dude. Bro, I love spicy shit, right? I love spicy shit. So, spicy pork belly, barbecue style. So it's sweet and spicy with some cheese on it. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? With some Sunday macaroni on this. Oh my god. Oh my. What collard greens? Oh shit. I'm wilding, bro. I'm gonna be like freaking Huey, bro. I'm gonna be like fucking Riley when he was trying out that fucking burger that his uncle made or that granddad made, right? He'd be like, "Damn, is this what crack tastes like?" Oh shit, bro. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna get that itis, bro. Ah shit, bro. I need to stop. What do you mean stop? I haven't even begun. They shot me out the sky. And they weren't even pretty. But they hit like a missile. Boom. I know that hit like a missile. Let the flames of rage consume you. Come on. But yeah, man. This walk has been a fucking walk, man. I don't know. I kind of wish I had a mount. I could like a horse, a horse, just like 2 horses and two people per horse, bro. That's all I need. That's all I ask for. And this whole thing could have been less of a pain in the ass. But again, I'm asking too much. I should just accept the game for what it is. All right, I have another question that hasn't that pertains to nothing that I've done so far. Saints Row or GTA? Which one do you guys like more? Or is it kind of like you get one but not the other kind of thing? I've never played Saints Row before. I did get the newest variation of it when it first released, and I'm going through it again. Why? Because I like the cars in the game, and I customized a lot of it, and I'm almost done with the game. So why not go through it and have that be my own little playground, right? And especially since I have so much free time. And you know, I just find that game just feels like it hits all the notes of Grand Theft Auto, except it's not as realistic. You know what I mean? So I wonder, like, I've never played GTA, right? So what is like? I want to know what y'all's consensus is. Those people who play that genre of games and maybe even had played both games. You know, what do you guys think of that game, that genre? What do you guys like most about it? For me, like, for Saints Row, I'm just trying to get my areas to kind of be under all my control. Like when you control a whole area, it'll just on your map it'll be like highlighted in purple, and that's what I'm trying to get the whole map to look like. That's how I feel like I really like finished the game. Also, I'm trying to get just trying to get my last business up so I can focus on the last, like the actual last parts of the game. You know, just finishing up all the side quests. You know, beating all the random gangs that are left in the area, shit like that, to have the whole map under my control. And then I guess I'd get the DLC next, but again, like, again, I generally can't even think about the future. I feel like there was an episode in American Dad, right, where Stan and Francine break up. It's when Klaus dies, right? Quote unquote, Klaus dies, and they all come back, right? And right before Stan goes back to his house, you know, with all his kids and shit, he looks at this like imaginary friend he made, and like I think it was something onto the effect of like the imaginary friend was like gonna kill himself in Stan's eyes, and he says, you can't do it until I can afford 2 bullets for the both of us, or some shit like that. And I just feel like yeah, very, very apt. Earth is no more. Why don't you burn this motherfucker? Yeah, back on me, yeah. What's it right down, right now? Oh, yeah. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. And then I died. And then I didn't use the wake stone. I'm fucking mad, man. Take two, guys. Again, I'm just trying to make it to my destination without any fucking delays. I am over fighting the rock monster. He is the biggest delay in the game, so I am going around his big, dumb, fat, heavy ass. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I can't emphasize it enough.
Our enemy employs a mage. Let's fill them first, lest their curative magics prolong our battle. One cannot be too careful. Let my magic
I thought he
guide
fell
their
off originally, and I was like, damn, that's funny. But he did not, so I'll shoot him. Maybe then that's funny. Oh, look, I shot him off. Haha.
I've never seen my own master attempt such.
It's like, what's that one movie where they kick him into the hole? They Spartan kick that dude in the hole? I can only remember the parody version of it. I think it was Spartan. I could be wrong. It was a good movie either way. That movie and the parody of that movie. Well, I wonder what happened to parodies. Have they made any good parodies as of late? All I can remember is all this horror movies I've been watching. There's this one horror movie I watched where this I guess she was just like this really depressed, mildly schizophrenic girl. Like yeah, she's like abused by her dad. Her dad's like a real drunk asshole, and she gets like really abused. She makes this doll, right, and she sings to this doll every day, and then she gives the doll to her friend, right. The doll's like human size, right, and then she fakes her death by setting herself on fire, right. Lo and behold, she hides herself inside the doll. One, I don't know how you don't realize that there's a person inside the doll. Two, how did she get in the doll without anybody knowing? There are the only real questions that I have. But anyway, long story short, they figure out that the girl's in the doll after she basically kills 3 of the girl that she gave the doll to, her friends. By the way, when she gave the doll to her, she said that she loved her, type shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, got weird after that. And then again, she started killing off all of her friends and her boyfriend. But her boyfriend was kind of an asshole, kind of possessive too. You know what I'm saying? And then, so yeah, she kills off like 2 of them, or 3 of. She tries to kill 3 of them. 2 of them survived, and then everybody jumps her in the end. She gets shot up. It is a whole it was crazy, but it wasn't like scary. It was more kind of like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? like huh? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those movies that things that make you go, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just so strange. And from the moment you see the lady, you're thinking, okay, like in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, her spirit is gonna possess the doll, and then the doll's gonna kill people. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe she doesn't figure it out and she just keeps the doll, and it's kind of like a Chucky spinoff. But no, it just goes, no, I'm just a crazy lady I put myself in this doll. Now I'm a mass murderer in this doll fucking body. It was, and then the outfit of the doll really made me feel like I was watching like a weird version of Purge. It was so weird. It was bizarre, but I enjoyed it. If I was to give it on a scale of horror movies, I'd give it about like a 6, maybe like a 5. But like a strong 5. You know what I'm saying? Or like a solid 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a waste of time. You did waste your time, but it was a good time wasted, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I can't even remember the name of the movie. That's why it's a 5 and a 6. For me, like a good horror movie, you remember it in your brain. Like, if you guys haven't seen this, it's old. It's old. It's not in black and white, but it's like 2005. The Mist. It's like the best sci-fi horror that you could expect, and like it really does show like the kind of bullshit duality of people in crisis and shit. And the ending. Oh my god, the ending. Low key, and I know this is fucked up. When the ending came, my mouth was agape. I was stunned, flabbergasted. And then I just couldn't help but start laughing. Cuz it was just so like, if you would have waited 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute before doing
It's just a
anything,
greater
the
heart
people
for
would have,
wonder.
like,
Remain focused.
what
Don't let
happened
yourself
if
fall.
anybody decided to like argue, even for like a moment, nothing that had happened would have happened. And in my mind, I'm just kind of like, damn, damn. And then this nigga got, if it was obviously a real movie, right? And this was based off of like reality, right? That nigga has to live with what he just did in that car for the rest of his fucking life. And there's nothing you can do to like erase the shit that dude had to go through. You know what I mean? And it's just like that movie, in my opinion, cinema 10 out of 10. Cinema 10 out of 10. Just because of like what happens, what goes on, and how it ended, you're just like fuck. Like at the end, you're gonna be like fuck. That's the only thing. That's the only thing going on in your mind. You might give it a golf clap in the end if you're not fucking mad throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like man, shit, shit, fuck. This crazy shit, man. Listen, man, I got that thing you needed, right? Is it the thing you needed, bro?
Care for a rotten egg? To a soft boil right here in the.
Bro, it's a rotten egg. I can't even eat the shit. I can't even like mix this shit with anything. Like, what the fuck you giving this shit for, man?
Still, give your a swig of boy
Bro,
there.
just take this potion,
Have
bro.
a
Take
like
this
care for a
motherfucking
rotten egg?
potion, bro.
To a soft boil, no. Well, still, God's was the fruit of countless failures, 'twas. Ah, forgive me. Say, when will you be taking it?
And he didn't take the shit, man. Fuck. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for me. This was quite the adventure, wouldn't you say? And I also think that this hot spring, since it didn't heal me, means nothing. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys next time in the next adventure.